With a 10.9-inch 144Hz display, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, quad speakers, a 10,100 mAh battery, and all packed into this lightweight form factor, the Nubia Pad Pro is a great tablet for media, productivity, and gaming, so let's check out what this thing can do. So full disclosure before we get started though, the video is sponsored by Nubia, and they've sent me the tablet to showcase to you guys. So here we have the Nubia Pad Pro, and this is the black version here, but it's also available in silver. And from the minute you pick it up, you can feel just how light it is, coming in at 523 grams, and it's also very comfortable to hold thanks to its 7.3mm of thickness, but at the same time, it still feels strong and sturdy. The lightweight compact design makes it really easy to carry around, or even just slip it in your bag and off you go. We've got this full screen design with even bezels around the edge, and it's a 10.9-inch 144Hz display with a resolution of 2880 by 1990 and an aspect ratio of 16 by 10. Now the screen is set to automatically switch between refresh rates to reduce battery consumption, but you can also manually select between 60, 90, 120 and 144Hz, and as you can see, it's smooth and responsive, and overall it's just a pleasure to use. The selfie camera is housed inside the top bezel, and it offers a 13-megapixel wide-angle camera, and then over on the rear it's a 20-megapixel wide-angle, but we'll go into a lot more detail on the camera samples shortly. Now design-wise, they've gone for a nice sleek design rather than having anything too bold, and we've got the volume rocker up top, we've got the power button on the left-hand side, which also has the fingerprint scanner built in, and then you can also attach the magnetic keyboard for those of you that are going to do a lot of typing, but unfortunately I don't have that to show you. Now powering the device is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which while it's not the latest flagship chipset from Qualcomm, it's still a perfectly capable one, and it's going to handle pretty much anything you can throw at it. Now I've tried a variety of games like Asphalt and Call of Duty Mobile, and all of them play smooth with beautiful graphics as you can see here, and overall it's just been a pleasure to game on. For those of you that don't use headphones, the quad speaker system also really enhances the experience. We've also got a 3-mic array noise reduction microphone that's going to improve the clarity of your voice for your game chat. Now we've also got the game space, which is not only a neat way to organize all of your games, but you also get plenty of options to customize the device and performance for gaming, and you've got things from touch sampling and sensitivity to different performance profiles, and there's even a plugin library full of add-ons for your games like on-screen crosshairs, AI triggers, key remapping, sound equalizers, and more. For those concerned with synthetic benchmarks, I ran it through Geekbench 6 where it scores 2,251 for single core, and then 7,008 for multi-core, and then over on 3D Mark it of course maxes out the wildlife benchmark as you'd expect, and then over on the wildlife extreme benchmark it scores 5,068 with an average frame rate of 30 frames a second. Now the performance means it's also good for productivity users, and whether that's going to be things like touching up photos, video editing, Zoom meetings or conference calls, it's not going to let you down. And the attachable keyboard makes things even better for those of you that need to do a lot of typing. Now the 4-channel speaker system with a 6.4cc chamber delivers some nice clean sounding audio. We've also got DTS-X ultra-spatial 3D sound effects, and this means it's great for watching media as well, so we'll just check out the sound samples now. Now as I said, we've also got 3 microphones with active noise cancellation, which means even with some ambient noise in the background, whoever you're talking to is still going to be able to hear you nice and clearly. Now powering the device is a 10,100 mAh battery that's going to last up to 50 days on standby, and if the battery ever does run out, we've got 66-watt fast charging, and it also comes with a fast charger in the box that's capable of up to 80 watts fast charging, so it's got you covered. Now on the software side, it's running Nebula AI OS, and this is based on Android 15, and the tablet's got 12GB of RAM with 256GB of storage, but it also comes in options of 8 or 16GB of RAM with up to 512GB storage. Now the default display size was just a little bit too large for my personal taste, so I reduced this to the minimum to fit a bit more on the display as you can see here. And the one thing that's great to see is that it isn't pre-installed with loads of bloatware, and essentially it just comes with the Google apps. Now the rest of the software is pretty much what you'd expect from Android, and we've also got Gemini built in and all these themes and customization sections where you can customize your wallpaper, lock screen, icons, colors, fonts, and animations. Now there's also a split screen function which makes great use of the 10.9-inch display. I find this good for going through things like emails while having my browser open at the same time. Now on the camera side, we get good photos from the device, but of course it's a tablet and it's not really aimed at photography, so there's no point putting flagship cameras on the device. But here are the camera samples from the 13 megapixel selfie camera to show you what quality you can expect. And then when it comes to video, we get 1080p at 30 frames a second, so we'll just take a look at that now. So this is a video from the front facing camera. Just do a bit of a pan round so you can see. It looks good in the viewfinder, so I'll have to wait and see how that comes out on the computer. Just put my backpack on both straps and do a little run. Just jogging forward to give you an idea of what the stabilization is going to be like. But that's the video from the selfie camera. From the rear camera, we also get great photos, and again, it's a tablet, so it's not going to be flagship phone level photos, but they're good enough, and we also get plenty of features like time-lapse, slow motion, panorama, and a document scanner. When it comes to the video on the rear camera, we get 4K at 30 frames a second, so we'll just check out the video sample now. Now this is the video from the rear camera at 4K. There's quite a bit of wind and obviously the car's going by, so it'll be interesting to see how the mic deals with that. But I'll just do slower pan round, quick pan back, do a jog forward just to see what the stabilization's like. And if we start walking, we do also have a zoom control on the right hand side, so you see you go up to 2, actually goes all the way to 8 times zoom. I drop it back just down a bit. It's nice and smooth to change it as well, so that's 4 times zoom. Put it back to 1. So that's a video you're going to get from the rear camera. And when it comes to connectivity, we've got Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, OTG support, DisplayPort output, as well as support for Type-C headphones. When it comes to the unboxing, if we open it up, we first got the Nubia Pad Pro, followed by a box containing the manual and documentation, and then we've got another box which contains the USB-C cable, as well as the 80-watt power plug. And of course, mine here is the EU, but this is going to obviously change depending on your location. Now, of course, the device has just been launched, and I've placed a link down in the description below where you can go ahead and pre-order yours today. And of course, if you're watching this after June 12th, then you click the link to go and purchase it. But hopefully I've covered everything for you guys in today's video. But if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.